I have no idea. What is GRINDR? Well, on the whim, GRINDR is a GRINDR is an app where a pool of LGBTQ plus men go to find how to satisfy their emotional need of sex. And unfortunately, it's not that. It is more of a catalog of men objectifying themselves and other guys to curate their interests, whether they are aware of it or not. It is a place where dreams are thought to be made of, but they are not, in the context of thinking that you will be able to talk to somebody who you're attracted to only to never hear from him. Thinking you're going to meet a guy only to realize that he's already jerked off and finished after you send him a picture of yourself. It is a place where your confidence can grow if you can claim almost any man's attention. And it's a place where your confidence can instantly die if a guy that you find very attractive shuts you out immediately, or ignores you, or blocks you. GRINDR is a place where you might be able to find someone you can go on a date with, or you might be able to even chat, or somebody you might be able to have a conversation with. But in general, GRINDR is a place where every gay man is not in a rationalized headspace, as much as we try to be. It is a place where you will be talking to any guy from a place of needing sex or desiring some form of sexual content. It is a place where the number of ads that are shoved up into your face are more than the messages than a guy would send to you. That's how sad the app is. And this is not an advertisement. Oh my gosh. So, I know, I was just having this conversation with a friend as to why are there so many advertisements on GRINDR. Fun fact, I used to have a friend who worked there, and he actually told me a lot of guys that worked at GRINDR are straight, is what they say. And he says, no, they are actually straight when you talk and get to know them. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's so sad that this is an app meant to communicate with other men, and either men don't really want to communicate with one another, or you don't really get to communicate as much because of the number of times you have ads shoved up your face, unless you buy a subscription plan, a high tier plan or so, where you don't have to, where the ads do not have to constantly float around or pop up and jump scare you. So but yeah, that's how I view GRINDR. Will I ever delete it? Well, unfortunately, no, because I am somebody that can be superficial still. And I mean, is that a good thing? Not necessarily. No. I'm somebody that can be in that emotional headspace, that can desire sexual content or have that gratifying need for some temporary form of validation in order to justify a nice dopamine rush. At the end of the day, what's important for all of us is to recognize that if we're using GRINDR, we need to learn how to set boundaries. We need to understand that it's not always going to be an optimal way to communicate with gay men. But if you have the opportunity to meet more in person, that is the go-to. But I will say, to an extent, it has helped me. I have gotten to meet... Oh, look, there's also my camera right there. Okay, sorry. I know I was easily distracted. Okay. To an extent, though, GRINDR has also helped me meet more guys that I probably would have never met. I have gotten to have fun with. I have gotten to become friends with. I have gotten to have some kind of friends with benefits situation, only to fizzle out into a friend, or usually the guy just disappears. At the end of the day, everybody will say GRINDR is extremely toxic. But how can you prove or justify an app is always meant to be toxic if a big part of what makes the app in itself are the users that are surfing on it? I think we all just need to learn how to be more kind to one another and try to be responsive as if we're engaging in a conversation, or just try to be nice and just say either I'm not into you or I've lost interest, or, and obviously it's hard to do that for every message, but let's just try to be able to like be more understanding and supportive. But yeah, that is what I wanted to share with GRINDR. I hope the next time I make a video about GRINDR, it will be when I am running for a political position and I'll be at the RNC to do some intensive data work. Anyway, all right. Have a nice rest of your day. If you found this video to be fun or silly or goofy or perhaps a waste of your time, that's okay. Check out my... Okay. I also am on Instagram and I do OnlyFans as well. Yes, I am a giant muscle bro dude who just also films sexual content. And also, you get a better perspective of who I am from Instagram. So, but I wish you all well. Thank you for watching and listening. Enjoy the rest of your day.